Okay, well, welcome to Gatorama. Today we're going to prepare some alligator ribs. Now, alligator ribs are actually my favorite part of the alligator when it comes to eating alligator. And so what we have here is a package of 3 pounds of ribs. So it's all vacuum packed, and I'm just going to drain the water out here. A little bit of water in there. The cool thing about the ribs that I like is that when we harvest the alligator, we use just the top portion of the ribs, but here they've been cut a little bit wider, and so I'm gonna take a knife and I'm gonna cut this off here. But what I like to do first is I'll take some paper towels and kind of fill it up, because there's a membrane on there that I want to take off, and this just makes some. So I'll just take and fold this up underneath there like that, and it'll take that membrane right off. And yeah, I do this with pork ribs too, and it just makes it a little bit easier to eat and also better to cook, I think. So we've got the membrane off. Just throw that away. So now I'm going to take a sharp knife. You want to make sure you have a sharp knife, and you'll be able to see where the ribs, they start to come down and then they move back up. And we're just going to cut this portion off. And what you'll find is that if you look in there, that's all gristle, and this is actually pretty good meat. So you can take this and just kind of pull this apart. So you've got a nice chunk of meat there. So now we're going to get to the ribs. So the ribs are very small, and I like to find the ribs here. You'll see, you might be able to see how small the bone is there compared to the amount of meat that's there. So what we'll do is just find it in between. I like to lift up, it's just a little bit easier to lift up. And so there you go, you got one rib, and you can see what beautiful meat that is. And once we cook them up, you'll be amazed at the amount of meat that's on there. This is Everglades Heat from our friends at Everglades Seasoning, and I've found this to be the best seasoning for the ribs. And so we'll just sprinkle a little bit on there. Well, if I can get it to come out. And I generally will just do the one side, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to just take it and put it in the flour, and it's just a real light, it's just a light dusting. You don't need much on there. And yeah, some people like a lot of batter. I don't like the batter because I like the taste of the meat, so I won't put much on there. Okay, so now here we are. We have a frying pan. We've got about 3/4 of an inch of vegetable oil in there, and we're just going to take these ribs and I'm going to lay them in there. And these are going to fry. And I've got the temperature at 350 degrees. That way they should be nice and golden brown. And they'll be cooked perfectly. We'll cook them for about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm not going to use the timer, but that's about what it takes. This is new oil, so it may not be as golden brown as I like to see them. But so there we are. Now we're frying. Okay, so you can see they're kind of a golden brown, and the frying is calmed down a little bit. It's been probably 4 or 5 minutes, so we're just going to take these out. Hopefully Patty won't get too mad at me for making a mess on her oven here, or grill top. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take some of this other meat that we cut off the ribs. I might have to do this by hand. because you don't want them to stick together. You want everything to fry up individually. Now this portion here, this is similar to the tail pieces that we cook up, and this you're only going to cook for maybe 3 minutes. If you were deep frying it, you would treat it like you would fish. As soon as it starts to float, give it about 30 seconds and take it out. Okay, while we're waiting on that to fry up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more of this Everglades heat on here. I like to do it while they're still hot. The seasoning will stick onto the oil a little bit better. It doesn't need a whole lot. It just depends on what your taste buds prefer. Okay, so the frying has subsided. It's still going to fry once you take them out. And you don't want to overcook. People have a tendency, like with the nuggets, to overcook, and when they do, since there's so little fat in there, they'll get tough and chewy. So here we go. We've got this. Once again, while it's still the oil is still drying, put a little bit of Everglades seasoning on it, and there you go.